right, let's see what we can make this boring one look good. Let's see if we can do that. Gonna go 200. All right, let's see how we go with this. All right, let's see what we have. We have here Aldi special buys. Okay, we're interested in this picture. Try and get the fan into the image, which will look hopefully really nice. Hopefully we can make it look nice. This boring piece of advertising shit. So how this one turns out. Oh, that looks interesting. The colours look nice in the grass. I think we're going to skip the fan and we're going to just take a section out of there. That looks really nice, that part there. So we're just going to quickly switch over to the copied paper. We're going to go here. We're going to hit 400 for this. And we're just going to see what else we might need to do and may not. I think we're just going to leave that. So we're just going to throw this in the recycle pile and we're going to try and photocopy this little section here. I'm going to have to use both hands. Oh, actually, I think I'll be fine. Just have to somehow lay the paper on the glass without it sliding off the end like that. That's the challenging bit, is to hold onto the paper while I am lowering the document feeder. So I'm going to have to just press that again. It's a little bit tricky, folks, trying to do this with one hand. So I'm holding the paper with my camera hand. This is going to be a bit of a gamble to see how this turns out, because I just dropped the dot feeder onto the paper while I was holding it. So let's see how we go with this little gamble. I don't gamble in real life. I don't put my money in the rubbish while big poker machine companies make money. I don't do that, folks. It's not me. But anyway, we got part of it. It's just that little bit there. We've got to slide it up a little bit on closer to the edge. But that looks interesting. That looks good so far. So we're just going to use my camera hand to lift the dock feeder, and my other hand is going to lift the paper. I don't know how that's going to look, folks. But, you know, this is the kind of thing I gamble with. I don't gamble on the horses or the poker machines or any other money fuck kind of thing. I'm not interested in that shit. In fact, I'm against it. I'm passionately opposed to gambling of all kinds, as in the money stuff. You know, the waste of money that people shell out money to put down the fucking gambling toilet. I don't like this. I'm actually wondering where the centre of this job's going to be. I don't like this, actually. I'm not really happy with it. So I'm going to try another one. But basically, I'm not a person that likes to waste money on useless pursuits such as gambling. I'm actually wondering if we're just going to pull the page out a bit and have it just like that. So yeah, I just don't find any interest in wasting money, because the basic rule of thumb of gambling is the more you play, the more you lose. The more money you put in, the more money you're going to lose. You know, it's designed to make money for the gambling institution and the companies that supply the equipment, the machinery and all that, and we've pulled it too far out. Fuck. So basically, if you gamble, you're bloody gonna lose more money than you make. That's just the way the system runs. We're going to do it like this. That's how the system runs, because they're trying to make money out of you. You know, you, the punter, are paying for this because they want to make money. It's not a charity. It's not a benevolent society. If it was, it would go broke within hours, if not minutes. If everyone was winning the fucking lottery or winning the horses or the that looks interesting except for that. But if everyone was winning, these bloody gambling institutions wouldn't have the kind of money that they have. You got to think that the more you play, the more you lose. That was what my rather unpleasant but sensible my maths teacher. He wasn't a nice maths teacher, but he taught me a good lesson. And I was a terrible maths student. I got 13 out of 100 for my half-yearly Year 11 exam. I was a dunce at math. I was really bad at math, but I still understood the basic message behind what he was saying. I understood enough about math to realise that if the more you play, the more you lose. And that was an easy peasy message that I as a mathematical dunce was able to absorb. I had enough knowledge. So if a person like me who's bad at math could grasp that basic concept, theoretically anyone can. It's not rocket science, folks, to know that the more you play, the more you lose. One of the best, most practical maths lessons I'd ever had. I probably would have worked it out eventually, but maybe that was in the stars to make sure that I wasn't going to end up a gambling addict. But I never really, even as a kid, I suspected that it was hard to win competitions anyway. So I've always been suspicious of competitions and shit like that. So the more, because it's just about making money. It's about making money. And these money fuckers are really cruel bastards. These money fucking people that run the gambling institutions and the gaming machine industry. Even Time Zone, amusement parlours are gambling zones too. And they target children. I don't know whether you have to be above a certain age to use, but I don't know. But basically, I don't see any signs saying you got to be 16 years or older, or 18 years or whatever. So it's a really cruel. Those so-called skill test machines are an example of gambling. The more, they're not easy to play. They're a game of chance. They're not really a skill machine. It said that on the side of one that I've seen in my local area. And basically they're just a fucking money rort, and they target children, which is really fucked. This love of money is a cruel love. But anyway, that looks quite nice despite the curling. You get my drift, folks? The more you play, the more you fucking lose. Gotta go.